We all long for the same simple thing, to love and to be loved, not as a possession, not as a bargain, but as the quiet warmth of being welcomed, seen without having to perform. Most of us try to reach this warmth by polishing a mask. We practice our lines, edit our image, manage impressions, and hope the world approves. Sometimes it works for a moment, then the mask asks for more. Approval is a hunger that feeds itself. I will not show you how to upgrade the mask. I will invite you to notice the one who is aware of the mask. When attention turns home, love stops being a transaction and becomes natural like light that does not try to shine. Look at anything in front of you. A colour, a shape, the grain of a table, the glow of a screen. Now let attention quietly reverse. Instead of only looking out, notice the one who is looking. Here, at zero distance, what do you actually find where a face is supposed to be? Do you find a thing you can photograph? Or an open capacity in which sights, sounds, sensations and thoughts are arriving freely right now? Stay with this for a breath or two. No effort is required for seeing to be present. It is already here, and it does not ask you to be worthy first. This open capacity is the ground of love. Why? Because it has no edges to defend. It receives everything, the soft voice, the sharp word, the memory, and the hope without flinching. This does not mean we must accept harmful behavior. It means the seeing itself is unconditional. From unconditional seeing, wise boundaries are easier. Think about our usual way of trying to be loved. We negotiate, we perform, we measure. Do you like me now? The more we negotiate, the more fragile we become, because a love that is purchased can be repossessed. When attention rests as open capacity, a different movement appears. We are still human, with preferences and needs, but we stop selling ourselves for the right to have them. We speak more simply, we listen more deeply. And paradoxically, people feel safer around us because there is less bargaining in the room. Bring to mind someone you care about. Notice the picture, the feeling, perhaps a little ache in the chest. Softly label all of that object. Not to push it away, just to recognize it. Now ask, without words, who knows this object? Return attention to the clear, open capacity that is aware of the picture and the feeling. Does this openness love the person? It does not squeeze. It does not demand. It allows. It includes. It has room. You may notice a quiet sweetness here, love, before the story begins. From this sweetness, actions are kinder and cleaner. A message is sent. A boundary is set. An apology is offered. Not to secure worth, but to express care. Try the pointing experiment. Point your finger at any object around you. A cup, a wall, a book. Your finger points at something, a shape with edges. Now slowly turn the finger around, pointing toward the one who is seeing. What do you actually see here? You do not see a face. You see space. The room, the finger, the breath all appear in it. This is not mystical. It is obvious once noticed. And in this obviousness, love has a home. What keeps love from flowing is not who we truly are. It is the tight belief that we are only the mask. The mask needs constant feeding. It is allergic to silence. It is terrified of not being chosen. So it performs harder and calls that love. When you rest as capacity, you do not become passive. You become sane. You stop using affection as a currency. You can say yes with your whole body, and you can say no without turning it into war. Love is not a trance. Love is lucid. Consider the most basic human wish, to be seen and welcomed. What if, at zero distance, that is already true? The openness here welcomes even the feeling of not being welcomed. It welcomes the hurt teenager, the lonely child, the adult who pretends not to care. Everything arrives, everything is known, and the knowing is uninjured. From here, being loved by others becomes a gift, not a dependency. You can bask in it without clutching, and when it is absent, you do not collapse into the story of being unlovable. You feel the ache, you take care of yourself, and you keep your heart available. Let us bring this into ordinary life. When you speak with someone you love, practice two-way seeing. Let your eyes meet their face, its details and movements. At the same time, relax back into the openness that is seeing. The person is there. The capacity is here. Holding both, you stop trying to extract love and begin to give space. In that space, love recognizes itself. If a conversation turns sharp, use the simplest tool, label and knower. Notice the heat in the chest, the quick thought, the tight jaw. Label, object, ask, who knows this? You have not abandoned the conversation, you have stepped into a room with windows. From there you can say what is true without weaponizing it. You can hear what is true without swallowing poison. What about the need to be loved? We all have it. It is woven into the body. The mistake is to demand that one person, any person, solve that need perfectly. That demand has ruined many good relationships. Let the need be met by a larger field. Friends, community, service, nature, stillness. Let the body receive warmth from many directions. Then the love of one person can be a celebration, not a rescue mission. If you have learned to buy love with self-betrayal, the body will be suspicious at first. It will ask, are we safe if we stop performing? Answer with action. Keep your word. Keep your boundaries. Keep your eyes soft. Let people earn your trust over time, and let your heart stay open at the same time. Openness without discernment is not love, it is neglect. Discernment without openness is not love, it is fear. Love is the meeting of both. Sometimes we say we want love, but really we want control. We want a person who never triggers us, never disagrees, never leaves. That is not love, that is captivity. To love is to let the other be real. To be loved is to be allowed to be real in return. Real people sometimes say no. Real people sometimes need space. In true love, no one has to disappear to keep the peace. Look in a mirror. See your reflection. The face the world knows. See it kindly. Now notice again the openness here that is seeing the face. Both are true. You are a face in the world and capacity at home. When both truths are respected, you stop making others responsible for the existence of your heart. You can enjoy being admired without needing to be admired, and you can survive being misunderstood without inventing an enemy. If you feel starved for love, do not rush to fix yourself. Feed the simplest warmth first. Rest, sunlight, food, breath, a walk, a tidy corner, a small kindness to a stranger. These do not replace relationship, but they remind the nervous system that life is larger than any single door. Let me offer 4 movements of sane love simple words you can carry. Welcome, protect, repair, release. Welcome means the seeing is unconditional. Here, everything is allowed to appear. Joy and jealousy, tenderness and fear. You can name what is present without shame. Protect means boundaries that keep life honest. Lock the car. Say no to abuse. Keep private things private. Protection is not the opposite of love. It is love's skeleton. Repair means making amends when harm occurs. Apologize for your impact, even if the intention was good. Repair what you can, learn what you can, and do not keep yourself on the hook forever. Release means allowing what is finished to be finished. Not every story lasts. Let go without turning the past into poison. Grief is not a failure of love. It is proof that love was real. Practice these 4 words in small ways every day. Welcome what is here. Protect what matters. Repair when you can. Release what is done. They are easy to remember in the heat of life, and they keep love clean. Here is a brief guided exercise you can use any time. Let the hands rest. Feel the breath arrive and leave. On the inhale, silently say, welcome. On the exhale, release. On the next inhale, protect. On the next exhale, repair. Repeat a few cycles gently. You are teaching the body that love is not just a feeling, it is a way of moving through the world. Jealousy deserves a word too. Jealousy is love mixed with the fear of exclusion. Treat it like any other guest. Welcome, protect, repair, release. Welcome, name it without shame. Protect, do not act from it. Repair, speak honestly after the storm has passed. Release, let it go when the facts are clear. The openness here is not threatened by passing weather, and jealousy is only weather. Gratitude helps love breathe. Not the forced kind that denies pain, but the simple noticing of ordinary gifts. A glass of water, a shaft of light, a body that still carries you. Gratitude is not moral decoration, it is nervous system medicine. It reminds the body that life is safe enough to open. You can also write a small letter you never send. Thank you for what you gave me. I release you from the job of proving my worth. I will care for my heart with sane boundaries and clear seeing. Sign it to the person, or to the past, or to your own younger self. Rituals are not magic, but they help the body understand. Listen to a sound nearby. Label it object. Notice the silent capacity in which the sound appears. Silence does not improve the capacity, and noise does not damage it. The capacity allows both. This is you at zero distance, open, simple, here before every opinion and after every mood. When you remember this, love becomes less of a drama and more of a kindness. Redefine success in love. Success is not finding someone who never disappoints you. Success is becoming someone who can meet disappointment without turning it into a verdict on your worth. You still ask for what you need. You still walk away from what harms you. But you do not weaponize your pain or turn it into an identity. If you are rebuilding trust after a rupture, try small, consistent actions. Show up when you say you will. Tell the truth without decorations. Keep private things private. Let repairs be boring. Boring repairs are the best kind. They last. As you move through the day, practice two-way seeing again and again. Eyes meet the world. Attention relaxes home. Welcome, protect, repair, release. Let this rhythm carry you through conversations, decisions, and quiet rooms. It does not make you invincible. It makes you honest. Remember the daily card. Label what appears object. Ask who knows this. Rest 3 breaths as open capacity. Then do the next kind thing that is actually yours to do. You are not the mask that begs for love. You are the space in which love is already possible. From this space, love is not childish or blind. It is brave, proportionate, and clear. It says yes wholly and no cleanly. It welcomes and it protects. May your love be a blessing because it frees, not because it cages. May you be loved because you are real, not because you are perfect. And may you rest again and again in the home where love begins. The open capacity that needs no proof to be what it is.